Hare Krishna. Again, welcome to our evening katha. We hope that you're all safe and increasing your Krishna consciousness by increasing your hearing and studying Prabhupada's books and reading and chanting. So we're all safe here, going on every day with Krishna and Balaram, Radhasham Sundar Gaur-Nitai. We're very fortunate to be blocked in with them. So today we thought we'd tell some of my favorite pastimes of Gokul. The other day we went to Gokul and we told everyone's favorite pastime of Damodar, but many wonderful pastimes happened in Gokul. So today we'll sing a nice song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This was also enjoyed by Prabhupada very much, this song. I think you all know, otherwise you get your songbooks and look up Yasomati Nandana. Yasomati Nandana Brajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana. Yasomati Nandana Brajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana. Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara. Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara. Kaliya Damana Vidana, Kaliya Damana Vidana, Amala Harinama Miya Vilasa, Amala Harinama Miya Vilasa, Vipina Purandara Navina Nagarabara, Bamsi Vadana Subhasa, Vipina Purandara Navina Nagarabara, Bamsi Vadana Subhasa, Brajajana Palana Surakula Nashana, Brajajana Palana Surakula Nashana, Nanda Godana Rakoyala, Nanda Godana Rakoyala, Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara, Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara, Sundarananda Gopala, Sundarananda Gopala, Jamuna Tatachara Gopi Basanahara, Rasa Rasika Kripa Maya, Jamuna Tatachara Gopi Basanahara, Rasa Rasika Kripa Maya, Sri Radha Ballabha Vrindavana Natavara, 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 Bhakti Vinoda Shraya, Bhakti Vinoda Shraya, Yasomati Nandana Brajo Baranagara Gokula Chandana Kana. Yasomati Nandana Brajo Baranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana. Amala Harinama Miya Vilasa, Amala Harinama Miya Vilasa, Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara, Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara, Sri Radha Ballabha Vrindavana Natavara, Sri Radha Ballabha Vrindavana Natavara, Bhakti Vinoda Shraya, Bhakti Vinoda Shraya, Bhakti Vinoda Shraya, Bhakti Vinoda Shraya. Sri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Gokul Dham ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadandigam Aradhanastranandan Daividam Yache Puna Puna Srimad Rupa Padambujo Dilisyam Janma Janmani. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatubhyascha kripasindhuveva patidanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. So again, welcome to our evening katha. Today we're going to tell some pastimes of Gokul, very wonderful pastimes. We hope that all of you are safe and staying at home, and we appreciate all of your wonderful comments, some people even sending voice messages. We're very appreciative. It gives us great encouragement to go on with this program. So thank you all very much. We hope that we're of some service to all of you. So we're going to Gokul, and we'll start just after Krishna's birth. The time came for Nanda Baba and the cowherd men to go to Mathura and pay their yearly taxes to Kams. Now Nanda Baba wasn't very anxious to go because he knew Kams was a great Rakshas. He had already performed so many atrocious activities, killing all the sons of his dear friend Vasudev, but they thought best thing to keep sleeping snakes sleeping, not to agitate him by not paying the taxes. They had better go. But he was unable to leave the beautiful face of his newborn son. He kept smelling his head and caressing his cheeks and looking in his beautiful eyes. Finally one of the gopis said, "Lala, let your Baba go to Mathura." And Krishna, hearing this sweet voice of the gopi, he smiled very sweetly as if giving permission to go to Mathura. So Nanda Baba set off for Mathura. On the way he considered that better he not go directly to Vasudev's house, as then Kams may expect some relation between them, but he thought how to meet him secretly. Fortunately for Nanda, he didn't have to meet Kams. Kams's officials were there to collect the taxes. So after giving the taxes over to the officials, he turned the path and took a crooked path to Vasudev's house and secretly met Vasudev. Both of them, when they met, instead of bowing one to the other, they embraced. Because actually, Nanda Baba was senior by years to Vasudev, but Vasudev was senior by caste. He was a Kshatriya, and Nanda Baba was a Vaishya. But due to their extremely sweet, loving relation, Jiva Goswami explains that they embraced one another very heartily. And Nanda expressed his great sorrow that all the family of Vasudev had been destroyed. They discussed the law of karma, that is the will of the Lord. And Vasudev praised Nanda that after so long time you actually got a son. This is very wonderful for you. But this Kans can't be trusted. There may be some disturbances to Gokul, so we should head back there quickly. So fear arose in Nanda Baba's mind. And he began to wonder whether Vasudev was a mystic yogi who could understand the future. So he met up with all the cowherd men and they started off for Mathura. Meanwhile, Kans had sent Putana, who was a Rakshasi. Prabhupada describes called Kechari. There's actually one village in Braj called Kechari where they say is the birthplace of Putana. She was a horrible Rakshasi. Kechari means, Prabhupada explains, that they can fly in the branch of a tree and they drink the blood of little children. Putana, Putana is my name. Eating little children is my game. But since she was a very powerful mystic yogini, she could change her form at will. She made a beautiful, exquisite form with beautiful sari and decorated with all beautiful ornaments, and she entered into the village of Gokul. She was so beautiful that none of the Brishbasis suspected a thing. They all began to speculate amongst themselves that it looks like Indrani. Indrani, the wife of Indra, has come to see Nandalala. No. It must be Gauri, the wife of Lord Shiva. Look, she's carrying a lotus flower. maybe Lakshmiji herself, the consort of Lord Vishnu, has come to take darshan of Nandalala. In this way, they speculated in various ways, and she headed straight to the palace of Nanda Maharaj. And she was so beautiful that even Nanda and Rohini, who were sitting there, they suspected nothing. In fact, Mother Yasoda got doubt. She saw the beauty of this Putana, and she thought, am I the mother? Or is she the mother? Is she the mother? Or am I the mother? She got this doubt. And Putana entered the house without even knocking the door, and she went straight to where the child was lying in its crib. Now this is most amazing, because Mother Yasoda is so attached, she never lets anybody see her daughter. What to speak, now an unknown person, without even knocking the door, just walks straight in the house, goes to the crib. Our acharyas have explained, only mean one thing: Krishna expanded his Yoga Maya potency. Because Yasoda and Rohini cannot possibly be touched by Mahamaya. He saw that child, and the child took one look at Putana and closed her eyes. And every acharya has spoken about that. We'll be here all day if we discuss. But anyway, he didn't take Putana very seriously, so he closed his eyes. And Putana thought, she understood that this may be my cruel death. Even she understood that. And she picked up Lala in her arms. Actually, I forgot. Mother Yasoda is so attached. This is so amazing that she didn't do a thing, because it's described in Gopal Champu, Vrindavan Champu, that even if her friends come, Mother Yasoda is so protective. Even her friends come, she said, no, he just woke up, I have to feed him, you have to please come later. No, I just fed him, I have to put him to rest, you please come later. No, he woke up, I have to give him his bath. Even her best friends can't see him so easily. Now, strange woman, without knocking the door, walks right in and goes straight over to the crib. So this can only mean that Krishna expanded his Yogamaya potency. Then she picked up that child, and she had a poison more vicious than could kill an elephant, was smeared on her nipple. Now, from Jiva Goswami and others, we learn many interesting details, because this is a pastime where everyone gets to take part. Because when there's poison, who do we call? When the poison, who do we call? Who the poison buster? Yes, you're right, Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva, he's also within Krishna. So Lord Shiva came, he drank all of the poison. Then Prabhupada explains that Lord Krishna, he only enjoys wonderful pastimes, loving pastimes. All the demons are actually killed by Mahavishnu. So Krishna, he drank the milk, because he only enjoys. The Mahavishnu is the one who does all of the killing. So Mahavishnu, he's within Krishna himself. So then Mahavishnu angrily grabbed that nipple and bit it, and sucked out the demon's life air. And Putana began to cry, "Oh child, leave me! And her hair scattered in all directions, and her eyes were going round and round in her head. She ran to the door. The child was still holding on, and it appeared that she flew through the sky. But actually what happened, Krishna knew that when she dies, she'll take her original form. She'll smash the whole of Gokul. So he threw her out into the fields. In fact, whenever you're coming from Brahmandagat up to Gokul, you'll see that all the land goes down to a certain point. And you can see that there's land where one leg fell, and land on either side is high, and in the middle it's high, another leg fell, the land is low, and on the other side it's high. You can see exactly where Putana fell. At least that's what the Brishvasis have told me. She fell crashing down with such a thunder that all the Brishvasis held their ears, and they practically became unconscious. Mother Yasoda practically fainted away. And everyone ran, and they saw her teeth were just like a plow, her eye sockets like deep wells, her two breasts were like mountain peaks, and her two fat legs were just like the banks of a river. And her belly was like a dried up lake. And Krishna was lying there on the belly, and he was very happy. Everybody was frightened to death. But Krishna was singing, he was smiling and just saying, just see what I did, See what I did? But everyone was frightened. And they made a chain of Brishbasis, one to the next, one to the next, one to the next, one to the next. And one grabbed Krishna, put him to the next, finally to the lap of Mother Yasoda. Mother Yasoda regained her consciousness. And seeing her child, she began to cry out, "Oh, hey Bhagwan, somehow after many years I was able to get a child by some good karma that I did. But by some offense I must have made, I almost lost the child. But Bhagwan, you have saved my child." She doesn't know that Krishna is Bhagwan. The Brishbasi just love Krishna. They don't care who he is or what he is. They just love Krishna. Then she took a switch made from the hairs of the tail of a cow, and began to swish it around Krishna. And she bathed Krishna with cow dung and cow urine. Now in our modern days we think these are horrible things we don't dare touch. But these things are so pure that even the Supreme Personality of Godhead was bathed with these things. And then after bathing Krishna completely, Mother Yasoda began to chant all the 12 names of Vishnu. As Bhagavatam describes, wherever Vishnu's name is chanted, no demon, rakshas, pisachi, witch, nobody can stay in those situations. Just like, we'll take a break here, more Prabhupada pastimes. I was told by Dhananjaya Prabhu, I hope you're all praying for him, he's sick with corona but he's out of danger, was the last I heard. He told this wonderful pastime that the devotees were staying in John Lennon's estate, Tittenhurst, and it needed fixing up, and Shamsundar was a carpenter, so between working on the temple at Bury Place and he was working on the buildings at Tittenhurst, and therefore John Lennon let the devotees stay there and take advantage of this place. But the manager, every day he came late. He complained that there's rats, and his good wife said, no, there's ghosts. So I don't believe in such nonsense. Rats are running in the rafters. So every day he would come late. So finally somebody accidentally just happened to mention to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, "Oh, ghosts are there? Then you should go to his house, you should do kirtan, you should chant in counterclockwise." Prabhupada specifically mentioned counterclockwise. Because ghosts are on the other side. And so we could chant counterclockwise. Do kirtan and chant counterclockwise, all the ghosts will be driven out of the house. Anyway, the manager didn't want to have anything to do with it, but he was overruled by the home ministry. She wasn't going to let this opportunity pass. So they brought the devotees to their house, they fed them some fruit, because after all they weren't vegetarian. And the devotees did kirtan and danced in a circle, going counterclockwise. And wonderful kirtan, they took a fruit prasadam, and next day the manager showed up bright and early in the morning, very fresh. He said, "Finally you drove out all the rats." "Oh honey, it was ghosts. Why you always deny it?" So wherever Lord Vishnu's name is chanted, no ghosts or evil spirits. Then Mother Yasoda took Lala on her lap, and she pressed her nipple into his mouth, and the child began to drink very sweetly. If the child drinks milk sweetly, means he's out of danger. So everyone understood that he was out of danger. So meanwhile, on the way back to Braj, Nanda Maharaj and all the cowherdmen, they saw this huge body of Putana, and they were struck with wonder. Two wonders were there: where had this body come from, or have we taken a wrong turn and come to another village? We don't recognize this place. And when they heard the story of how Krishna had been saved by the grace of the Lord, they were all struck even more with wonder. And then they chopped the body up into pieces and took it to a faraway place. As Prabhupada said, she was like a snake. And the villagers, they have this belief that if you kill it's not sufficient to kill the snake, you must chop up its pieces and burn them. Otherwise the snake will come back to life and come and get you. So she was like a Rakshasi snake. So they cut her to pieces, and they put cow dung and logs, and they set it on fire. And most astonishing, I don't know if you've ever been to the Smashan Ghat, or the cremation ground, it doesn't smell very nice. If you've ever burned your hair, that's what it smells like, burned hair. But when they were burning Putana, this wonderful fragrance like a guru. I still want to know what a guru is. We always hear about a guru, but I have no idea what it is. Wonderful fragrance, it spread throughout the universe. Even the devas were astonished. Where is this fragrance coming from? But Sukadeva Goswami explains that because Putana had been killed by the Lord, all her sinful activities were finished. In fact, he explains that Krishna saw that she came to kill him, but she offered a little milk, so he accepted her like a mother. And Jiva Goswami explains, like a mother means nurse. That actually Putana, though she came to kill Krishna, Krishna was so kind that he gave her liberation all the way up to the Golok in the form of a nurse. But because of her offense, she never gets any direct service to Krishna. But she lives in Golok in the form of a nurse. And all the people were astonished. And Sukadeva Goswami, he's also astonished that Putana came to kill Krishna. She offered him a little bit of milk, and he gave her such liberation that we dream about. So what will happen to those cows who Krishna would drink from their nipples with love, and they'd offer with love? What would happen to the gopis, the elderly gopis who fed Krishna from their breast? We can't imagine. And Sukadeva Goswami explains that those people who day and night are worshipping the Lord with love and affection and constantly chanting His name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Those people we can't even imagine what will happen to them. And Sukadeva Goswami blesses us at the end of this chapter that those who hear about the liberation of Putana will definitely develop affection for Govinda. So then there's another favorite pastime of mine about the fruit lady. In Mathura, there was a very, 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 very low caste lady. And in her youth, she lost her husband with no child, no one to take care of her. To maintain herself, she used to go to the wholesale market and buy some fruits. And then she'd find some old pieces of wood or logs and tie them together and go to the other side of the Jamuna and put them in her basket and walk through the village selling her fruits. Kela, kela, banana, seb, apple, seb, apple, mango, mango, angur, grapes. Like this, she would go selling her fruits to the village. In this way, she maintained her life. But as she wandered from village to village, she began to hear that there was a wonderful person named Nanda Maharaj who had such a wonderful son. He was so beautiful, with beautiful lotus petal eyes, black like a blue lotus, and curly black hair, always with a peacock feather in his hair, and so sweet, and pink little hands and feet. She would hear about this wonderful boy and his wonderful pastimes, how he gave joy to everyone in the village. But somehow she never came to that particular village. But the more she heard about him, the more attached she became. In fact, she became so attached that every day she would get some old logs or some pieces of dry, soggy wood and tie it together, get to the other side, put her fruit basket on her head, and call out the names of her fruit. But she became so attached to Krishna, she was calling out the names of Krishna. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. She thought she was calling out the names of her fruit. She was calling out the names of Nandalala. But somehow she never came to that village, but she kept hearing about this boy, the son of Nanda Maharaj, Nandalala. And she became so attached. She was thinking, I have to meet this boy. Just by hearing about Krishna, she became, without even seeing him, just hearing about him. That's why every night we do this program, so you can hear about Krishna and become attached to him. So one day she thought, what is the use of this life? If I don't see this boy, what is the use of maintaining my life? What am I doing? She vowed, if today I don't see this boy, I'm going to give up my life. So she got her fruits from the wholesale market. She found some soggy banana trees and tied them together. Somehow she got to the other side of the Jamuna. and by chance she entered into the village of Gokul. And she put her basket on her head and she thought she was calling out the names of her fruits, but she was calling out the names of Krishna. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Meanwhile, Krishna was in the palace and he heard somebody's calling his names. So he ran to the door, and with his big lotus petal eyes he looked. He saw the fruit lady was coming. So then he went to the grain men because he saw that Nanda Baba didn't have money. He used to trade. I read an article that says money has only been around for 2,000 years. Before, we used to help each other and barter and trade with one another and help one another. Now we've invented money, and if I got money and you don't, tough luck. But before, we helped one another and traded and cooperated with one another. So he ran to the grain mill with his tiny little hand. He took some grains to trade for the fruit. And he ran to the front door of the palace. And that poor fruit lady, she looked at this little boy and she immediately understood, this is that boy. And she sat down and put her basket down and said, Lala, what do you want? And he said, some fruit. What do you have? He opened his tiny little hand, but he's very small. And little boy, all the grains were falling here and there. He didn't know how to carry properly. Only a few little grains were left in his hand. When she looked, she said, Lala, it doesn't matter. You just do one thing. I will give you so many fruits. You don't worry about it. I will give you so many fruits, but you just do one thing. You sit here in my lap, look into my eyes, and say, Maya. And Krishna, he looked down the street, he looked up the street, he looked all around. Of course, we know Krishna doesn't care about the caste or creed or color or position, social position of his devotees. But still, he's playing the part of the son of the king of Braj, Nanda Maharaj. So he looked up the street, he looked down the street, he looked all around. Then he jumped into her lap and looked into her eyes and said, Maya. Then he jumped out. That lady was so astounded. Before her eyes, she could still see those two little lotus petal eyes like two Kanjana birds, black little Kanjana birds, staring with so much love into her eyes. And this sweet little voice was echoing in her ear, Maya, Maya. She was just overwhelmed with love. She filled up Lala's arms with so many fruits. He couldn't even carry all those fruits. And he's just a little boy. So he doesn't even walk properly. He was toddling like this, trying to balance all these fruits. The last thing that the lady saw was Krishna toddling into the house, trying to balance all these fruits. Then she picked up her basket and put it on her head and walked back to the Jamuna. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. When she got to the bank of Jamuna, she thought, my, this basket is so heavy. Why is that? And she took the basket down and she looked inside. Gold, silver, jewels, emeralds, rubies, pearls as big as a fist. Unlimited wealth was in her basket. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. But she was just seeing those two little blackish eyes, staring with so much love in her eyes. She was hearing that sweet little voice, Maya, and she thought, what is the use of all this wealth? And she just threw that basket into the Jamuna. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. She was just walking down the bank of the Jamuna, dancing and singing. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. In fact, she was dancing like a madwoman. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. she was never seen again. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Somebody found the body and put it to the fire. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Maybe one day, by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada, by the blessings of our spiritual masters, by the blessings of the Vaishnavas, maybe one day we'll also chant with such love that Krishna will come and look into our eyes. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So we mentioned Jamuna several times. So I was thinking we should talk a little bit about Jamuna. Especially today we're seeing on Facebook so many pictures of how Jamuna is flowing so peacefully and so full and so clean and clear for the first time in so many years. The air is clear from Jalandhar. They're seeing the Himalayas for the first time in 30 years. So let us talk about Jamuna. You know the story of Jamuna? You don't know? You want me to tell? Okay. There was one fellow named Vishwakarma. He's the engineer of the demigods. How many of you out there are engineers? Anyway, Vishwakarma, he's the engineer of the demigods. And just like me, he had a very, very, very beautiful daughter. And she was marriageable age. And her name was Sangya. Now if you think about it a little bit, you can understand this name. Some, just like we have kirtan, but then we make it Sankirtan, complete kirtan. And Gya, we know like Gyan, complete Gyan. Sangya means awareness. And Vishwakarma, he was a great devotee of Vivasvan, the sun god. So he thought, what better wife for the sun god than Sangya? Because soon as sun goes down, like he's on his way right now, then darkness will come. We're not aware of anything. And as soon as sun rises in the morning, we become Sangya, we become aware of everything. So he thought, best person to be the wife of the sun is Sangya. So with great pomp and ceremony, he married Sangya to Vivasvan. And Vivasvan, he approached his wife for union and she shut her eyes. And he became very angry. Are, why you shut your eyes like that? Therefore I curse you. He became angry. You will get a son who will make everyone shut their eyes and everyone will be afraid of your son. Now Sangya wasn't a modern Western woman who started a big fight with her husband. She was a very smart Indian lady. She began to massage on his legs. Oh Swami, what can I do? You're so bright. I couldn't help myself. Please forgive me. No harsh word, but automatically husband feels bad within the heart. No harsh words, but he feels bad. Then he said, oh, what can I do? I don't know how to take back the curse, but I give you blessing. She was a smart lady. She got blessing. That you will also get a daughter who will free everyone from the fear of your son. So she gave birth to Yam and Yami. Yam, Yamaraj, who makes everyone shut their eyes. And everyone's very much afraid of Yamaraj. And Yami, Yamuna. By bathing in Yamuna, we become free from all our sins and we have no more fear of Yamaraj. So Yam and Yamuna and Yamaraj, they're brother and sister. In fact, if you go to Visram Ghat in Mathura, just a little ways off the Ghat, they have Bhai Ben Mandir, brother-sister temple of Yamaraj and Yamuna. And especially on the day after Govardhan Puja, what do they call it? Bhai Beej. Especially the Gujaratis, brother and sister, they all go together and take bath in Jamuna together to become free from fear of Yamaraj. So, because she's the daughter of the sun god, her other name is Surya Putri or Surya Nandini or Bhanu Putri. Bhanu also means sun. Bhanu Putri, Bhanu Nandini, so many beautiful names. Mitra Putri, Mitra Nandini, Tarni Tanuja. In fact, on this particular planet, she falls down first on Kalinda mountain, so she got the name, what is it? Kalindi. or Kalinda Nandini. Or even more sweet, Kalindagiri Nandini. Everyone repeat. Kalindagiri Nandini. So sweet. Giri we know means mountain. So, the daughter of the Kalinda mountain. Kalindagiri Nandini. Her waters are generally very darkish. If anybody's been to Prayag, Allahabad, now we back again, it's Prayag, then you know Ganga is coming very golden color from left side, and Jamuna is coming very dark, deep blue color from the right side. And you can actually see at the Sangam, you can see the two waters meeting. Anybody who's been there, you've seen. So Jamuna is very deep color, so her another name is Krishna. She's very dear to Krishna, though another name is Krishna Priya. And Rupa Goswami in his Jamunastak, 8 prayers glorifying Jamuna, he has given her a very special name. Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandini. Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandini. Sarva, most of you know by now, means all. In Arabinda, we sing every morning, Bandega Roshi Charanara Binda. Arabinda means lotus. Sarvadara Binda Bandhu, just like Deena Bandhu. Bandhu means friend. If there's a bond between us, then we're friends, bandhus. So who's the friend of all the lotus flowers? If you've been following this series, you know that the lotus flowers, as soon as the moon will come, they will all close their faces. They don't want to see the moon. But as soon as the sun will rise, every lotus will open her face with big smile to see the sun. So the friend of all the lotus flowers is the sun. Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandini, the daughter of the friend of all the lotus flowers. And there's one verse in this Jamunastak that is my favorite. It describes Jamuna so sweetly. Ramyatira Rambamana Gokaramba Bhushita Divya Gandha Bhakaramba Pusparaja Rushita Nanda Suno Bhakta Sangam Sangam Abhinandani Mam Punatu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani. Repeat. Mam Punatu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani. Mam Punatu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani. Ramya, just like we know, Krishna's another name is Radha Raman, who loves Radharani. So Ramya means lovely. And Tira we know because we sing every day, Jamuna Tira. Tira means bang. She has very lovely bangs. Ramya Tira Rambamana Go Kadamba. Now we've been talking a lot about Kadamba trees, but actually Sanskrit, Kadamba means group, Samu. But here we're not talking about Kadamba trees or flowers. Which group? Go Kadamba. Go means cows. And those cows are doing Rambamana. You know Rambamana? Rambamana means all those cows are going So Ramyatira Rambamana Go Kadamba Bhushita. A bhushan we know means ornament. Just like the ladies, they too much like ornaments, jewelry. So Jamuna is also a lady, she likes ornaments. But her ornaments are little white and red and black and yellow cows wandering along like a necklace on her banks going This is the jewelry of Jamuna. Ramyatira Rambamana Gokadamba Bhushita Divya Gandha Bhakadamba Pusparaja Rushita. Now again, we've mentioned Kadamba. This time we're talking about the tree or the flower. Rupa Goswami kept two meanings in one line. As he says, Divya, just like English, divine, almost the same. Divya Gandha, Gandha means fragrance. Divya Gandha Bhakadamba. Now one meaning we can take it is that the banks of the Kadamba are covered with Kadamba trees. Everywhere we go we find Kadamba trees. Or other thing we could take is the Kadamba tree is covered with Kadamba flowers. In June and July when the Kadamba trees bloom, you'll see thousands of buds on the tree. And it's just not one flower, but it's a group of flowers. That's why it's called Kadamba. And there are so many hundreds of flowers in a little ball just the color of Srimati Radhika. So that flower is the Kadamba tree is the emblem of Srimati Radhika. So the banks are covered with kadamba trees, or we can take the kadamba trees covered with kadamba flowers, and Divyagandha, this divine fragrance, is flowing in all directions. Nanda Suno. Rupa Goswami doesn't say Krishna, he wants us to be sure who he's talking about. So he says Nanda Suna, that son of Nanda Maharaj. Just like when we check into the guest house, they ask us, what is your name? Second question is, what is your father's name? Just like there may be so many Radhesham Agarwals, but we want one who's the son of Gulab Chand Agarwal. So Nanda Suna, that son of Nanda Maharaj, Bhakta Sangam. Those who are devotees of that son of Nanda Maharaj, Sangam to all of them. Because early in the morning the devotees have come, some from this side, some from that side, some from over that side, some from behind, some from over here, some from over there. They've all come to the banks of Jamuna to take their bath early in the morning. Sangam, Abhinandani, she's doing their Abhinandan, welcoming all the devotees early in the morning to take their baths in her sweet waters. Mam Punatu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani. May those sweetly flowing waves of Jamuna, above the daughter or the friend of all the lotus flowers, always bless our heart. Jamuna Maharani Ki Jai. So anyway, we're very happy to see nobody's dumping their nasty chemicals in Jamuna. So she's flowing very, those people who are outside have sent pictures, she's flowing very cleanly and sweetly and very broadly. So this is very wonderful to see. So again, we'll meet you here at 5:30, some more wonderful katha, so we can hear about Krishna and become more and more attached to him, because this is the goal of our life, is to become attached to Krishna. We're attached to this material world, and we tried to exploit her in so many evil ways. So now material nature is kicking back in the form of corona and so many other miseries. So we should try to learn to live peacefully in Krishna consciousness, hear about Krishna, and go back to home, back to Godhead, to dance eternally with Krishna. So how many people with us tonight?
102 right now.
102. So we thank you all for coming and listening, and we thank you also for giving us this opportunity to serve you. Otherwise we're just sitting here in Maya, so you've given us a chance to talk about Krishna, you get a chance to hear about Krishna. Maybe we'll somehow, by Prabhupada's mercy and your Guru Maharaj's mercy, will develop a little attachment for Krishna. Hare Krishna.